broadcasting from Mystic Lake Casino Hotel, having a great time, getting geared up for the holidays and Thanksgiving. I don't know how you are at home, but I know there's a couple of trains of thoughts on this. When it comes to Thanksgiving, do you starve yourself all day and then sit down and just gorge?
Well, you're asking for trouble, in my opinion.
No, I agree.
Do you think?
The way I like to do it is sort of build a solid base of appetizers starting throughout the day. You start at about 9 o'clock and you kind of just go and plug along.
Yes.
That way your belly is not completely empty when it's time to get to the business.
I think you're right. And you know what? Our first chef here today on Twin Cities Live has a little something that she is calling Thanksgiving in a Bite. From Cafe 421, we welcome Antigoni Sander McCloud to Twin Cities Live.
Hi, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, gosh, it's nice to see you.
Yeah.
I'm just adjusting things.
Sure.
Okay, tell us how we're fitting Thanksgiving all into one bite.
All right, so all of the yumminess of the Thanksgiving dinner, in my opinion, is a bite of everything on one fork. The potato, the gravy, the cranberry sauce, all of that. So we've taken phyllo, which is, you know, the main ingredient of my people, the Greeks.
Yes.
And we are making it a little bit more American and traditional with ground turkey and carrots and onions and creamy gravy and some orange zest and cranberries to make a really yummy Thanksgiving bite.
Okay, I think this is super fun. So the phyllo, again, this is what you buy frozen. And I've heard many people say it's simply not worth it to make your own phyllo because it's so much work.
It is one of those things, like if you want to try it, do it once and get it out of your system. And then buy this because it's so easy and it works so well.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect. So how do we do this, Tig?
All right, so what I have going on here is just your basic onions, celery, and carrots, and ground turkey browning in butter. So one of the things that makes turkey so delicious is loads and loads of butter.
Yeah.
So turkey on its own isn't very fatty, especially the ground meat. So that's why we're browning it in that. And then what I like to do with this appetizer is make a really creamy filling, but we're not doing that with cheese because that is actually one thing you don't really see at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
Right? So we're making gravy with some orange juice, cornstarch, and orange zest.
Wow.
And that's going to be delicious once we add cranberries in later on in
Orange
the recipe.
juice gravy, I'm very intrigued.
Well,
It's
if you
intense.
think about it, oranges are so super delicious with cranberries and often an ingredient in cranberry sauce. So we're getting the essence of that flavor in here. And then the cornstarch is often what people use to make a nice silky gravy.
Oh, it smells great.
And then you see here, it all starts to thicken up once you add that and get nice and creamy. So when you do finally make your triangle, it's nice and gooey and rich and delicious.
And it's not just going to all crumble out with one bite. Okay.
You cool it, you add an egg to bind it a little bit so it still stays intact.
Okay, awesome. So you have some of the filling already done over here.
We do.
And then is it time to start making these up?
Yes, and we have a damp cloth with a piece of plastic beneath it to keep the phyllo nice and moist so
Okay.
it doesn't crumble when you're working on it.
Good.
And Elizabeth, if you want to just take 2 pieces of phyllo dough and place it right there.
It's like little thin sheets of paper.
Yes, they are oh so delicate,
Okay.
but not scary. If you would like to grab a brush.
I'm a little scared,
Chris,
I'll be honest.
All right, shall I show you?
Well, I can handle
You got
this
it?
part, yes.
Okay. So dip it in the butter,
All right.
and you can melt the butter on the stove, or you can do it in the microwave. And you want to just brush gently as though you're just going down in one fell swoop.
Oh,
That's
Tig
so
is
not
so
at all
chic.
what
She's
I'm
just
doing
the
here.
sweetest about corrections.
He's
Just
doing
the
great.
sweetest.
The thing about phyllo dough is that it is relatively forgiving.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Okay.
And then you can place the brush down, take a little kitchen teaspoon, and place the filling right in the center. Because this is how my mom does it, so she can make
Little
a
more than
million
that?
and 10, just a teensy bit. You can design the size of your triangle by the width in which you cut your phyllo. So this is going to make a medium-sized triangle. If you make them narrow, it'll be even smaller.
Okay.
So then you take this and you fold it up, and you make a nice little package.
Yeah.
And then you just start going
Oh, like almost like you fold a flag.
just like a flag.
Yes.
And then you have a little triangle.
Oh my
like so.
gosh, voila, look
Yeah.
at that, Tig.
So it's really not that hard. You don't want to get it too buttery because then it will start to fall apart.
Sure.
Yep.
But then once you place it on your baking sheet, spray it with a little cooking spray, and that keeps it from getting greasy, but it keeps the phyllo from drying out.
Okay, so how far in advance can we make these? I'm assuming you could make the filling further ahead.
You can make the filling almost 2 months in advance, even longer if you're me. And you just put it in the freezer, cool it flat, and then put it like in a zipper bag or something like that in the freezer.
Okay.
Take it out a couple days before you want to fill the triangles. Otherwise, you can make the triangles, put them on a baking sheet. I like those disposable aluminum pans because you can pop those those in the freezer when you have surprise guests or something like that. Pop them out, put them in, and throw it away when you're done.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is good. Okay, well, we're going to give these a try, and we have our tasting table.
Yes.
Everybody's trying it, all the other ladies. So let's head over there. What are you thinking, guys? Are you getting some bites of this?
Totally does have like a gravy. The citrus is fantastic. It really makes the turkey taste really fresh. I love it.
Definitely.
Alice,
It's not
what do you
dessert,
think?
but it's awesome.
It's so juicy inside. It is like Thanksgiving in one bite.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah, I think this is delicious.
Nancy, what do you think, Nancy?
I think it is moist and every bit delicious. Every bite.
They're polishing it off. All right, Antigone, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Great job. We
Thanksgiving.
appreciate it.
Love it.
And don't forget, you can get Antigoni's recipes on our website. Go to TwinCitiesLive.com and click on What Else But Food.